Good morning, everybody. Mom Terry here from beautiful Ohio on the Pennsylvania border. Boy, do we have a nice one for you guys. Oh my gosh. All right, the first thing begins with is a little exercise. I want everybody to hold their fists right in front of me. I can't do two fists because one hand is now my tripod. So, okay, hold your fist right in front of me. There you go. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, now God wants to give you more, and if you're holding on to the past, how can you receive anything? You know what? A lot of us hold on to the past, but I want to talk to you today about something really important, and it's the little dash. We all know what that little dash is. That's the dash in between when you're born and when you leave this planet. Now, last night I got a call, and my godfather passed away last night. And he lived a very rich life. His nickname was called the Silver Fox. He was always dating and doing that with his hair. Oh yeah, I'm the Silver Fox. All right, but anyhow, I digress. Let's talk about that dash. Most of us grieve and we grieve and we grieve and we hold on to our past. But you know what? When you're holding on to that past, how are you ever going to have a future? You're not. So I'm going to talk to you about my past experiences and what's the future for Malteri. And gee, I hope to see you down the road, especially at the RTR in January if it's a go. So for everyone that passes away, I am sorry. But what we are, maybe we're not in control of, but how long do we grieve? How long should that grieving process be? And I guess some of it is how long did we know the person? But some of my viewers are also grieving onto, they've lost their job, they lost their spouse, they're going to lose their house, their apartment, whatever, and they have to move into a vehicle. So, and a lot of my viewers, and I get this asked all the time, they want to get their furniture and they want to put it into storage, and their furniture, most of the time, it was bought at Big Lots. It's 10 years old. It's not worth $1,000, but they're going to put it into storage for $300 a month. Is that a good idea? Well, it depends. Are you going to only live in your vehicle for a short time? Maybe 2 or 3 months? And if that furniture means something to you, yeah, go ahead and keep it. But we all know I've been happy and houseless for about 6 years now. And what I did was different. And I was so blessed. I had Sue Ann helping me move into my Prius. And you all can Google this, and John will tell you the truth. There's a store in Redlands, California, and it's called John Sells Stuff. And I had a nice apartment. I had this beautiful sofa, and it was this fake suede brown. It was so comfortable. I loved it. And from Big Lots, I had this adorable little coffee table, and they still sell it to this day. But I called John over John Sells Stuff and said, pick it up. And it was about $10,000 worth of stuff. And I made the decision to let it go. And did I let it all go? No, I took pictures of everything. And, I can look back at my beautiful little sofa. Well, now I can go to Big Lots and see my coffee table. But, it's one way to let go that doesn't cost a lot of money. And we all recall the first time I had to let go was over 10 years ago when I found myself. I left my second husband, and I left with the clothes on my back and an empty van. And I have rebuilt from that. Now, the little story I want to tell you, and then we're getting to my future, where am I going next, is when I got to the shelter, I think my 4th or 5th shelter, the government gives poor people about $350 a month. That's for people that are destitute. And now that $350 a month, we did have to pay to live at that shelter, but it was minimal. But my roommate, she kept her past with her, and her storage unit cost her $300 a month. So that means she got to live on about $50 a month, and I got to live on $350 a month. There's one little story for you. Let's go on. Think of holding on to your stuff like an anchor. And anchors are great for boats, right? It doesn't let you drift into the sea. But at the same way, let's see, you're anchored ashore, and here comes the ocean. The ocean can be furious, and it can drown your little boat. So sometimes anchors are good, and sometimes anchors not so good. Oh wait, I forgot to add in a photo or two of my fabulous co-star. Isn't she a fabulous little plate cleaner? Now, when I talk about the ocean, I'm talking about an ocean of grief. And sometimes they're little ripples, but sometimes it's a tsunami and it can really take you in. Now, I do have a storage unit. Eventually, I got a little 5x5 storage unit that I keep my craft supplies and happiness touchstones. Why? Of course, someday I'm going to go back into a house. I do have a plan, but I'm having too much fun right now. That's, what is it called? My little hope chest. And I collect beads of everywhere I go. Now, it was a 5x5 and it didn't cost me a lot of money. And I went to a bigger unit because all of a sudden the coof hit and there was no food on the grocery shelves or toilet paper or anything. And I really stocked up. So it's been 6 years for me that I call John Sells stuff, and I let go of almost everything. I didn't have a storage unit at the time. And you guys know I have an incredible fun life. I mean, I've been to Dollywood, the Grand Canyon. I mean, Deadwood. I love Deadwood. Roswell, New Mexico. I've been in an Academy Award winning movie. Come on, you know I have a great life. And I'm so happy that I had Sue Ann help me prepare for it. So let's talk about my future. What does my future hold for me? And guys, I want you to write in the comments below, okay? I read them all. I read your emails. I don't care how long they are. I really, really love them. But where are you going to be 6 months from now? I know I'm going to be at the RTR helping people. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope my boss is back. My boss is Eric Billy Bob. And I was the parking fairy. Such a blast. Are you guys going to be there with me? I hope so. But let's talk about my immediate future. So, I do have a friend in San Diego, and hopefully I can get him up camping. I really think he can do it. He taught me how to car camp, and it is a lot of fun. But my immediate future is I'm going back to SoCal, and my friend is going somewhere. So I have the house for a couple of days, and it doesn't matter. I can do this up at Brian's Head. But on the plane ride flying over here, I had a great idea on how to get even more space out of my van. And, so I'm going to be redoing it, and I'll videotape that once again. So it's going to be so much more fun. I am turning my van into Terry's Art Emporium. Of course I am. You know I love jewelry making. And the reason why I have it stacked with 6 months worth of emergency food is usually I winter in Laughlin, Vegas, all over the Southwest. Well, if the stuff hits the fan, I'm not going to be close to get to my emergency food supplies. So what I decided to do is dump most of my food, and this winter I'm going to be wintering in Southern California, mainly Palm Springs. Unfortunately, I lost another friend this year, Terry Masters, who is an amazing plein air painter. I was hoping to paint with him, but he was only like 66 or something. But Palm Springs has so many painting opportunities for me, and jewelry making opportunities. They have College of the Desert, and I may take a jewelry making class. I'll do a lot of Southern California, so I'll be close to my home base. So if the crap hits the fan, I'll be able to get my food supplies and ditch all my jewelry making supplies, right? That's part of the plan. It looks like the crap hit the fan to my storage unit. None of us expected the coof to happen, so all of a sudden, I just started squirreling away food. So this winter, I'm going to work on my storage unit. We're going to explore Route 66, go down to the Temecula Winery. Griffith Observatory in LA is amazing, so I'm going to do a lot of SoCal Route 66 stuff. It sounds like a blast, but mostly I'm going to be playing with my beads. And then I'm going to keep in touch with my friends. My first teacher, the artist that I learned from, John Eagle, who's in Laguna Beach. He's 80 years young, and hopefully maybe I'll take a class with him. My professor, Snezhana Petrovic, she is having art installations all over. She's collected by many fine museums, so maybe we'll have time to get together. I love my teacher. She's wonderful. I miss you, puppy. See you in a few days. Maybe my friend who is grieving, maybe he'll join me on some of my madcap adventures. I certainly hope so. I would love for him to be camping. A Joshua Tree right there near Palm Springs. What an amazing place to go hiking in. We have Idlewild up in the mountains, and in a different mountain we have Big Bear, we have Lake Arrowhead. We have all these amazing places, and of course, I'll be stealth camping everywhere. And lastly, I hope you're all planning to come out to the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous if it's held again in January. It went really well last year, so I will plan on spending about a month out there. So much fun to do camping. I do camp alone, but during the day you are free to talk my ear off, or I can help you design your vehicle maybe a little better. If you're afraid to use your propane or your butane stove, you know I'll be there. And there is so much to do in Quartzite. You can go rock hounding. They have clubs. You can go metal detecting, pan for gold, go collect quartz rocks. It's amazing. They have craft shows. Everything goes on, and it's so much fun. But we all know what Malteri will be out there doing is shopping for beads to make earrings. And oh my gosh, I had so much fun being the parking fairy. I hope Billy Bob calls me, Eric Billy Bob, and says you can be the parking fairy again. Oh, and the best thing about Quartzite is at nighttime you can look up and see 100 million, billion, gazillion stars. It's so beautiful. But last night out here in Pennsylvania, they have those little flashing bugs. What are they called? You know, they light up real quick. Lightning bugs, maybe. Maybe that's what they're called. They're amazing. So please, write in the comments below, are you going to alter your trajectory? That's a hard one for me to say. I mean, if you just alter it a little bit, you know, let's say you're here, your trajectory's here, and the moon's over there, and you got 6 months, and you just make these little itty-bitty changes, then you alter your trajectory. Write in the comments below, are you going to be out at the RTR if it's a happening thing? Let me know what your 6-month plans are. All right, I gotta go. I will see you all down the road. 言葉に頼らずあなたのことを抱きしめて愛